everybody. I hope that you're all doing well. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different, and we're going to be taking a personality test today. I haven't done one of these on my channel in a couple of years, and I feel like I am so different from when I made that video. I'm sure you can search it if you just search soft ASMR personality test. Other than this one, it should be the only other one that comes up. But I'm so curious, more for like me and my sake and my curiosity, to see how I differ from then. Now, I don't remember if this is the exact test that I did last time. I know there are different, like, really popular personality tests, like is it called the 𝓢𝓸𝓬𝓲 or something like that? It starts with an E. That might be the one I took last time, but this one is just called 16 Personalities. It's a website. I really hope that when I get to the end of it, it's not like pay to unlock your results. Like, I hope that it works. Okay. But I wanted to, there's no other way I could check it other than just to do the test, and I wanted to do it with you the first time, rather than like have to do it again. So I have my iPad here, and I'm just going to answer the questions on here. So the first one says, you regularly make new friends. I feel like that's hard because when you're an adult and you work, you kind of see the same people all the time for the most part. But when I do meet new people, i.e. new coworkers, or if you go to a party and you meet new people, then I'm friendly with them. So should I just stay neutral? I'll stay neutral for that one, I guess, but that one's kind of You spend a lot of your free time exploring various random topics that pique your interest. Well, free time is a thing that I don't have a lot of at the moment, but I will say I do Google things that I'm randomly curious about sometimes throughout the day and like read about it. So I don't know if that counts. So I'm gonna stay in the middle, but I'm gonna go more towards agree. Seeing other people cry can easily make you feel like you want to cry too. Yeah, I would say it depends on the person, but yeah. You often make a backup plan for a backup plan. That's me. I'm gonna go fully agree on that one. You usually stay calm even under a lot of pressure. I don't necessarily feel like I do all the time, but my coworkers tell me that I do, and I've gotten praised for it in like my end of year reviews and stuff. So I'll go not fully agree, but I'll go agree. At social events, you rarely try to introduce yourself to new people and mostly talk to the ones you know. Again, I'm gonna go not fully agree because I introduce myself to people and whatever, but am I the most outgoing person in the world? No. So I'm gonna go agree but not fully agree, so in the middle. You prefer to completely finish one project before starting another. Yeah, kinda agree. You're very sentimental. I'm gonna go not fully agree, but agree. You like to use organizing tools like schedules and lists. Sometimes. I'll go like halfway agree. Even a small mistake can cause you to doubt your overall abilities and knowledge. All of these I feel like depend on the situation. I'm gonna stay neutral for that. You feel comfortable walking up to someone you find interesting and striking up a conversation? Nah. If I'm being honest, probably not really. I'm gonna go disagree, but not fully disagree. You're not too interested in discussing various interpretations and analyses of creative works. You're right, I'm not too interested. You are more inclined to follow your head than your heart. Neutral. You usually prefer just doing what you feel like at any given moment instead of planning a particular daily routine. Now I need a routine for sure, so I'm gonna go disagree, but not fully disagree. You rarely worry about whether you make a good impression on people you meet. Now I worry. I definitely, when I meet somebody new, I think about it all day and I'm like, I wonder what they thought. So I'm gonna go disagree, but not fully disagree. You enjoy participating in group activities. I do, but not fully agree, so I'm gonna go halfway through. You like books and movies that make you come up with your own interpretation of the ending. No, I disagree. Your happiness comes more from helping others accomplish things than your own accomplishments. Your happiness comes from helping others accomplish things. It's both for me, so I'm gonna go neutral. I'm trying to be as honest as I can here. You are interested in so many things that you find it difficult to choose what to try next. No, not really. You are prone to worrying that things will take a turn for the worst. Yeah, I gotta fully agree with that one. I'm an overthinker, always have been. You avoid leadership roles in group settings. No, it depends on the situation. At work, where I know what I'm doing, I will gladly take a leadership role because I know what I'm doing. But if it's something that I'm not 100% sure about, then I'm afraid of leading people in the wrong direction. So it depends. So I wouldn't say I avoid it, because I like it sometimes, so I'm gonna stay neutral. You are definitely not an artistic type of person. Depends on what you mean by artistic. I would say overall no, unless it comes to like YouTube stuff and content creation and editing. In that case, then I like it. So I'm gonna say disagree, but not fully disagree. You think the world would be a better place if people relied more on rationality and less on their feelings? Well, yeah. Right? Yeah, I agree with that. You prefer to do your chores before allowing yourself to relax. Yeah, usually, yeah, I agree with that. You enjoy watching people argue. No. You tend to avoid drawing attention to yourself. No. Not really. I don't want all the attention in the world, but I don't avoid it, so I'll go disagree, but not fully disagree. Your mood can change very quickly. Yeah. You lose patience with people who are not as efficient as you. Yeah. Well, only in a work setting. It's both a good and a bad thing. I would rather take on more work, do it myself, and know that it gets done right, than have people not do it correctly and then the result isn't great. And that sounds so horrible, but yeah, kinda. I'm gonna go agree, but not fully agree. You often end up doing things at the last possible moment. Not really. No, I disagree. You have always been fascinated by the question of what, if anything, happens after death. to be around others rather than on your own. I like my alone time, so I'm gonna go, but I like being around others too, so I'm gonna stay neutral. You become bored or lose interest when the discussion gets highly theoretical. Sometimes. I'll go halfway agree. You find it easy to empathize with a person whose experiences are very different than yours. Yes. I am a very big believer in kind of seeing things from other people's perspectives. You usually postpone finalizing decisions for as long as possible. Not really, no. You rarely second guess the choices you have made. I do sometimes. I'm gonna go halfway disagree. After a long and exhausting week, a lively social event is just what you need. No, but that's what ends up happening anyway, because I always have something to do on the weekends. Always, 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 always. So no, I disagree, but that's what ends up happening, so I'm gonna go halfway disagree. You enjoy going to art museums sometimes. That I do it like once every couple of years, so probably not. But when I do go, I enjoyed when I had to go for school and stuff. You often have a hard time understanding other people's feelings. Not really, I'm usually pretty good with that. You like to have a to-do list for each day. I did go through a phase of doing that, but I don't do it anymore, so I'm gonna go neutral. You rarely feel insecure. I'm gonna go neutral, because it really is in the middle. Sometimes, I mean, I'm human. Yes, it absolutely happens. Sometimes it happens more than it probably should, but not all the time. So I'm gonna stay neutral. You avoid making phone calls. I did when I was younger, but now, no. It's sometimes so much easier. You often spend a lot of time trying to understand views that are very different from your own. Yeah. Spending a lot of time trying to decide. I don't know if I would say I spend a lot of time, but I do think about it. I'll go agree, but not fully agree. In your social circle, you're often the one who contacts your friends and initiates activities. Sometimes. I would say it's very balanced, so I'm gonna go neutral. If your plans are interrupted, your top priority is to get back on track as soon as possible. Yeah. You are still bothered by mistakes that you made a long time ago. Yeah. You rarely contemplate the reasons for human existence or the meaning of life. Agree, halfway agree. Your emotions control you more than you control them. No, I don't think so. You take great care not to make people look bad, even when it is completely their fault. Yeah, I try. You don't want to throw anybody under the bus. So, yeah. Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than organized and consistent efforts. Disagree. I just do it. When someone thinks highly of you, you wonder how long it will take them to feel disappointed in you. That's so sad. No, I disagree. You would love a job that requires you to work alone most of the time. Disagree. You believe that pondering abstract philosophical questions is a waste of time. I wouldn't say it's a waste of time. Based on an interest, I think, so I went halfway disagree on that one. You feel more drawn to places with busy, bustling atmospheres than quiet, intimate places. Neutral. Depends on my mood. You know at first glance how someone is feeling. I'm pretty good at that. I'll go halfway agree. You often feel overwhelmed. Halfway agree, just because I have a lot going on. You complete things methodically without skipping over any steps. halfway agree. You are very intrigued by things labeled as controversial. Not really. No. You would pass along a good opportunity if you thought someone else needed it more. It depends, but it would depend on who. It would depend on who, and it would depend on the situation. I'm gonna go halfway agree because I would. It just depends. Oh, I don't want to say I never would do that. You struggle with deadlines. No. You feel confident that things will work out for you. Highly agree. Select your gender. See results. Moment of truth. Please don't make me have to pay for something. Oh well, it did give me. Okay. So it breaks it down by mind, energy, nature, tactics, and identity. But I will say, well, okay. Let's just go through them one by one. So the mind, it says this trait determines how we interact with our environment. It says I'm 53% introverted. So I'm kind of in the middle with that one, which makes sense because I always say that I am an introverted extrovert. So is that called an ambivert? Anyway, energy. This trait shows where we direct our mental energy. I am 73% observant and then 27% intuitive. Yeah. Nature. This trait determines how we make decisions and cope with emotions. So I am 61% feeling, 39% thinking. I'd like to think I'm a little bit more in the middle, but okay. I'm almost at 61, it's I guess close to the middle. Tactics. This trait reflects our approach to work, planning, and decision making. That's not right. It says I'm 85% judging, 15% prospecting. It was that losing your patience question. Oh, now I feel bad. I try not to be a judgy person. It's fine. It's literally just a random personality test. It's fine. Sorry, that was my computer. Okay, the last one. Identity. This trait underpins all others, showing how confident we are in our abilities and decisions. So it says I'm 43% assertive and 57% turbulent. That judging question is really making me sad. Alright, and then it gives me a whole big summary. It says I'm loyal. I have pretty high standards for people and myself. I show up for others. I think that's all true. Alright. And then overall it says that my personality is a defender. It says defenders help make the world go round. Hardworking and devoted people with this personality type feel a deep sense of responsibility to those around them. That's true. Defenders can be counted on to meet deadlines, remember birthdays and special occasions, uphold traditions, and shower their loved ones with gestures of care and support, but they rarely demand recognition for all that they do, preferring instead to operate behind the scenes. I mean, I do work behind the scenes. That's my literal profession. But anyway, I just thought that would be something fun to do. I hope you guys still love me. I think that was pretty good. And for the most part, it was pretty, accurate, I guess. But anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you